I'm going to introduce myself a little bit more in depth. I am the best only CryptoPunk rapper alive. Emphasis on the only CryptoPunk rapper alive. I have done some cool things in the music world and in the NFT world and in the music NFT world, which we'll talk about. I only say that because I'm going to be hosting/co-hosting part of the music track on November 3rd. So I only say that just to let you know, like there is a reason that that I am working with NFT London today and kind of taking over the timeline. It's because I'm super excited about the music track. I'm very passionate about music NFTs. If you know one thing about me, that is what I need you to know, is that I believe music NFTs are going to help revolutionize the music industry, which is desperately in need of evolution and of disruption. So we'll be talking about that and a whole range of topics related to music in the Web3 space on November 3rd with a lot of really tremendous panelists and speakers that have a lot of unique experience and expertise in the subject. I was just looking at the speaker list. It's really incredible. We have some amazing people that are really doing groundbreaking work. For example, Novo, did you know that in the UK and Australia right now, NFT album sales qualify for you can place on the charts, on the charts of the top record sales in the UK and Australia based on NFT sales. That's a very, very recent development. And at least one of the guys that are spearheading that is going to be speaking on November 3rd, which I'm super excited about, my guy Max.
Metrics are huge there, Spotty, and that is news to me. I actually had a meeting with some friends down under 2 days ago, and that is news. And having those metrics just shows where things are moving. And you talked about disruptors. Well, having that being tossed into other matrix that judge metrics historically, I mean, that is a catalyst because now people have another avenue to explore music. And I've known it and I've heard it from musicians that come up exploring the NFT space. It is about monetizing it for themselves, and they aren't getting that through the traditional or old Web 2 ways. And this Web 3 way, you're able to create your IP, create your song, get it on chain, own it yourself, and distribute it yourself. And now that you have analytics behind it showing distribution and sales from independent sources, being NFTs, being blockchain linked, shows the drive and where we are going in this. I remember going back in the day, just looking through the old magazines where it'd show you the top songs, the top CDs, actually the cassettes back in the day, maybe records back in the day. But, now you're going to have those metrics in there, top NFT artists. And it's not going to be something where it's going to be new. It's just going to be there because it's going to be there. And because of what you've formatted and you've laid down as the foundation. So tassel hat off to you, Spotty Wi-Fi. Keep paving this way.
Well, thanks, brother. There's a lot of people that have pioneered to get to this point. Right now we're in a position where every month right now, Billboard.com is publishing an article about the top music NFTs of the previous month. That's amazing. And yeah, my guy Max, who is speaking on November 3rd, Max Shand from Serenade is the name of his company. They helped Muse. You guys know the band Muse, amazing band. They've been around for a while. They've done amazing things. Incredible band. I love Muse. Well, they were the first band, I believe, through Serenade, working with Max's company. I believe they are the first band that charted in the UK. Their album made the charts based on NFT sales. There's another artist named was that right? AITCH. He's a rapper. He's a rapper from the UK who also did the same thing. So this is like very cutting edge. This was just a few weeks ago, like very, very recently. So this is the type of stuff that I'm super excited about because I have not been to the UK as Spotty Wi-Fi. I have not been to the UK or Europe or anything for any sort of NFT reason. And I think there's going to be a lot of great information being exchanged, a lot of great relationships being built, because this is what we see happening overseas. It's like, why isn't this happening in the US? Why isn't anybody on this here? I don't know. I don't know the answer, but I know that, you know, whatever long winding road it took to get there, these folks in the UK, at least, they have figured it out. So that's one of the reasons I'm super excited about the music track on November 3rd. The other thing I want to share, we've got a few pinned tweets real quick. Novo, you mind if I actually drop a couple of these down for just a second?
You can delete or whatever you want, for sure. Yeah.
I just want to call attention to the first pinned tweet right now.
Take the other one down too. Yeah, take mine off. Yeah, perfect.
Much love, brother. Because the only reason I said it is because before the music track on November 3rd, before we get there, I am hosting a party on November 2nd. November 2nd, I'm hosting a party. This is going to be super fun. I'm thinking of it as a kickoff party, kick off the festivities. If you're a speaker or if you have dinner plans that night, please come after dinner. You know, it'll be the after party on November 2nd, but it'll be the kickoff party for the week. You can think about it that way. And this is going to be really fun because I partnered with my good guy, Bert, my homie Bert, who is GM Bert in the audience. He's a Bored Ape. Shout out to Bert. And Bert represents Wag Me Delight Lab. And what we're doing is we're launching, I'm launching my own beer, my own Spotty, the CryptoPunk 5528 branded New England IPA. And yes, I have tried the beer, and yes, it is delicious. And I know I shouldn't say this, but I'm really picky when it comes to beer. I'm not just like a default beer guy, but I'm definitely not, and I'm definitely not by default an IPA guy. Bert knows this, and it's kind of sacrilegious for me to say this, but it's the truth. But my beer is really good. Like, it's really, really good. And what is it, Bert? Is it 6%? Is it 6%? Whatever it is, it works. Like, it works. The beer is functional. It tastes good, and it does the job. So anyways, we're launching the beer. We're throwing this party. The party is at Arcade Apes. You can check them out on Twitter, at Arcade Apes. It's a short skip and a throw from the conference grounds and everything. So it's nearby, and it's a barcade. It's a bar/arcade. It is Bored Ape themed, so it's very NFT friendly. This is going to be one of their first events after their sort of rebranding to be an ape arcade. So we're super excited to help them kind of get launched, to celebrate the local community there, to have some beers, and I've got a new album as well that I'll be playing. I'll be doing a performance, and we got a lot to celebrate as we kick off the week. And just so everybody understands, it's not just about me launching a beer. What Bert is doing with Wag Me Delight Lab is he's creating a platform where people that own several different types of NFTs. You could own a CryptoPunk, a Bored Ape, a Gutter Cat. He's got several different collections that he's working with, where if you own one of those, you too will be able to create your own beer and have it be properly packaged with your CryptoPunk on it, or with your Bored Ape on it, or with your Gutter Cat on it, and get it shipped to wherever you want to get it shipped, starting on, you guessed it, November 2nd, the day of our party. And what's beautiful about it is you don't have to order 1,000 beer cans. You can literally order like a 24-pack. So that's what I'm really excited about. And I think it's cool. I think a lot of people are going to love it. It's going to be fun for parties. It's going to be a cool novelty thing. So you're sitting here thinking, oh my God, wow, this guy has an amazing voice. He sounds like an incredible rapper. He's clearly super talented. He's going to be at NFT London. I've already gone to nft.london/register and gotten my tickets to NFT London. But how the hell do I get tickets to this amazing party, the event of the season, where anybody who's anybody is going to be there to kick off the whole week? How would I even get through the door? That's the right question. And for that question, I have pinned a tweet at the top because I want everyone to understand the party. There's going to be free tickets available soon. And once we launch the ticketing site, those tickets will be free for anyone that has a Bored Ape, anyone that has a mutant ape, anyone that has a CryptoPunk, or if you're sitting here thinking, well, I don't have one of those, no problem. Also, it's going to be free tickets for anyone that has any of my music NFTs. And those music NFTs you can find at SpottyWiFi.io. And, obviously I think they're really valuable, but at this point, the market has not priced them as high as a Bored Ape or even a Mutant Ape, surprisingly. So if you're looking to find a lower cost of entry to get into the party, that's going to be a really great option for you. So check out the pinned tweet. And Novo, you got your hand raised. How you feeling, brother?
My hand was getting tired because I had so much to add there. And I'm a consumer, and I am an active participant. And one of the best use of utility that I had was, one, buying a Spotty Wi-Fi NFT, because it gives me access, and it gave me access, and it gives me access to these events. And I was actually doing the math on it. The access I got for just holding one Spotty Wi-Fi, I think, got me into 3 events in New York. So if you equate that to maybe going into a bar in New York, that might charge you $100 or $200 just to even sit down. I mean, it's minimal. And then what you get out of it, the entertainment that you got out of it. I'm not a big drinker, but I think it was free drinks at one location. There's definitely free entertainment, like top notch, like Web3 people that you're rubbing elbows with there. And I'm also seeing on there, what you used last time is token proof, which was a huge catalyst in making all this work very fluently and easy as well. I didn't know much about token proof, but then all of a sudden it starts giving you access into events pretty much from just scanning a QR code that is linked to your wallet. It is not actually a Web3 service as token proof, but it is kind of that Web 2.5 area where it helps onboard people. It gets people connected with different NFT projects to physical locations, so you can go in there and enjoy it and redeem stuff. So being an active participant, which I was actually able to see firsthand, I was actually to see how easy it was. It gives you the event, it gives you the location, it says if you're registered or not, all in all. So user experience from just being a fan, Spotty, spot on, for lack of a better term there. So again, what you have formatting and doing with your IRL events, and then how you're mixing in products with it as well. So my hand initially went up because this turns into a live business meeting for me. Hearing about what Bert is having come across the plate with this beverage brand is something that I'm listening behind this tassel hat for as well. So I'm going to explore that a little bit more. I'm going to bounce to a meeting in about 4 minutes, but I will be back after that meeting and hopping right back into Spaces. But I retweeted it. Make sure you're retweeting that pinned tweet up top so we get engagement. Even if you can't make it all the way out to London for it, you can still be an active participant and engaging in the process of, spreading the love to others and making sure others are hearing the cool things that are out there in this space.
Absolutely. And Novo, I super appreciate you coming up and joining me and supporting brother. I know it's a work day. We will be on Twitter Spaces later today as well. I'm debating, do I want to share the exact time that we discussed? We're probably going to do another Twitter Spaces at 1 p.m. Because this one will just go to the top of the hour, and then we'll probably do another one at 1 p.m. Eastern. We might do another one. We don't know. It's the Spotty takeover. I can't tell you everything. I can't show you all my cards, but we know it's going to be a fun day. I do want to clarify one thing because Nova, you reminded me of something really important. What Bert is doing with the beer, what we're doing with the beer is something that Bert is going to, he's looking to replicate with a lot of different types of products and a lot of different types of merchandise, not just beer, but he's starting with beer, which I think is really cool because I think beer is a pretty high degree of difficulty. Like if you can do beer at a high level, you can make t-shirts and you can make a lot of different things more easily than beer. So that's one thing I wanted to call out. The other thing is, you mentioned Token Proof. Token Proof has been a really great partner of mine, as you mentioned, Novo, and thank you for the kind words, and thank you for being a collector and a holder of mine and part of my community. I really appreciate it. We do multiple events, satellite events, after parties around NFT NYC, partner with Token Proof, where they allow you, what's beautiful about token proof, they allow you to prove that you own an NFT to get into an event, or even to unlock a digital experience online without, and this is the key, without having to connect your wallet to your NFT wallet, your ETH or MetaMask wallet, whatever it is, without having to connect it to your mobile device in order to walk into an IRL event, or without having to connect it to the Jenkins the Valet website in order to read the Jenkins the Valet token gated book, things like that. So that's what's really cool about token proof. They provide a good user experience. It's easy to use, it's simple, and it's more secure than you logging into MetaMask every time you want to go to a new party, which we've seen things where that can be not the most secure thing. Last thing I'll say, one or both of our parties at NFT NYC did have open bar, which was really cool that we were able to offer that. At this point, we're going to have some free beer, of course, because we are celebrating the launch of my beer. So we are going to have some free beer at the party on November 2nd. We don't have plans for open bar just yet, but if anybody out there owns a brand or an NFT collection, or is a sponsor or an advertiser of any type, or if you're just a whale who has a huge collection you want to show off, or whatever reason you want to stunt and you want to buy the bar, my DMs are open. Quinn, you had a hand up. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks, Daniel. I just wanted to add on about Bert. I'm so excited that you're actually having people try the beer out the day before, because Bert's actually going to be speaking on stage at NFT London as well. It's going to be really interesting to hear his thoughts on what he's really trying to do with these NFTs. And I love that you guys are talking about NFT NYC and token proof and all these spotlight events.